Hi, I'm Joe Kelly. I am the musical director for She Loves Me. I really like the charm of the show. The music is very tuneful, something you can hum on the way out, and the story is just very, very delightful. Well, I think the big place you're going to recognize Bock's name is with Fiddler on the Roof, but he wrote a lot of other shows that are a little more obscure, but the quality is always high. The solos that you hear in Fiddler on the Roof are a lot more melancholy, though there's a couple moments in this show of that as well. But in this show, and She Loves Me, the violins obligato solos are just very almost like another voice character in the show. They're very lyrical and very flashy in a way, and the mood is definitely not melancholy in the way they are in Fiddler on the Roof. So the talent level of this production is really, really high. The cast is absolutely charming and 100% believable. And I have some of my favorite musicians playing for me in the pit. It's a smaller pit, it's about 11 players. But they are just all really high quality players, also really good people, which makes it fun to make good art with. But the talent is just, for a community theater, absolutely incomparable. This show was done in the 60s. There was a revival only a few years ago, but it wasn't terribly different. And the version that you will see in the show, in the musical theater world, is this version. Like, the story has really stood the test of time. My favorite song in the show is Library. I don't even know if that's the title of the song, but it's the whole thing where Ilona is singing about her new boyfriend, Paul, and her trip to the library. That is my favorite song of the show.
A trip to the library has made a new girl of me, for suddenly I can see the magic of books.
It's so silly. It feels like a fake version or an alternative version of Marian the Librarian from The Music Man, to be honest with you. It just has like a total opposite feel. You don't think of the library as a place you're gonna go and pick up your next love, but it's exactly what happens. It's also great because you don't actually ever see this other character. You don't meet Paul, you just hear about him. All right, so for any of you who know me, I like conducting in front. But logistically for this show, we will be behind the stage, off stage left. There's a room back there behind the stage itself. So when you come and see the show, make sure you wave your hand at intermission or after the show is over up at the TV screen. We call it the Joe Cam. And you'll probably see me acknowledging you, the audience, and we would love some acknowledgement back. So I've been affiliated with South Bay Musical Theater back since about 2005. I'm a French horn player and I've played a number of shows. And then about 3 years ago, I started music directing. In fact, I think this is my 6th show in the last 3 years. So I'm almost a resident conductor of the shows recently. I think this experience has been, in terms of the logistics of what I do, very similar to all of the shows I've done, and I really appreciate that SBMT gives me the room to be artistic and to bring in my flair when I finally join the full ensemble with the orchestra. I love the latitude that I'm given to be not just a performer, but to be creative within that musical directing process. You should come see She Loves Me for just a good, innocent time out. There's so much strife in our world right now. You can forget about it for a couple hours and leave smiling. If you're a fan of You've Got Mail, the classic movie from the 90s with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, and then you're gonna really, really enjoy this production. The story is based on the same material, and frankly, the musical version is actually much better. So you'll enjoy it.